YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Booba and welcome back to another player review on the channel. Hope you guys are having an incredible day. Up next on the list of player reviews, we're gonna go ahead and check out what could potentially be the best evolution for the start of FC25. It's none other than Joe Gomez. Gomez is an 83 rated card. He has the mostly lengthy acceleration type, right footed with 3-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot. Now we do see a lot of versatility with the card, which is always really nice to see. He can play the center back, right back, and left back positions. And for you guys that don't know, in order to obtain the card, you do have to chain 3 different evolutions. The first evolution that you want to go ahead and use Joe Gomez in is in the new Sprint Supreme. He is going to get a pretty nice pace boost. After completing that one, then you want to go ahead and use him in the intro to stat limits and then in the club member rewards. So you have to chain 3 different evos. There are some options where you can chain 2 different evolutions and then still get a pretty similar version of the card, but I think that this is the best one to go ahead and use. If we go ahead and look at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we can see that the card is pretty well rounded from a defensive point of view. The physical side to his game looks incredible this early on in FC25, but the technical side is not half bad either. And keep in mind, boys, there is a lot of versatility with the card, so whether you want to play him as a right back or as a center back, I do think that defensively he's most definitely going to be able to get the job done. Now he does have 86 pace overall with 79 acceleration and 91 sprint speed. He does still have a bit of a pace split, but by throwing him into the Sprint Supreme Evo, he does get a pretty decent upgrade, and in game he should still be quite quick. If you are maybe a little bit worried about that, you can always go ahead and give him either the anchor or the shadow chem style to get the most out of his pace. Now whether you play him as a ball playing center back or whether you play him as an overlapping fullback, the 74 passing and 77 dribbling are going to be 2 really important stats. And for the most part, for a defender this early on in FC25, he does have some pretty decent passing stats, 81 short pass and 79 long pass. I'm pretty sure that he does also have the incisive pass playstyle, so that's definitely going to add a little bit more going forward. And when you go ahead and pair that with the 77 dribbling, I do think that the chance creation with the card is not going to be half bad. 69 agility and 67 balance for a defender isn't the end of the world. Might not be the smoothest of players on the ball, but because he does have really good pace, because he does have really good physical stats, I do still think it's going to be quite difficult to get him off of the ball. And then for a defender, man, the reactions and composure, the 2 most important stats, 83 reactions and 79 composure, should be a very swift and a very responsive defender and very easy to control. And then last but not least, boys, the 82 defending and 81 physicality. He does have 82 interceptions, 81 defensive awareness, and 84 stay and tackle. I would assume that the majority of players that do go ahead and obtain the evolution are going to go with either the shadow or the anchor chem style, and that's going to give him a really solid boost, especially with the play styles that he does have. And when you go ahead and pair that with the physical side to his game, 83 strength and 81 aggression, he should be a very strong defender on and off the ball. Now if we jump on over to Footbin, boys, we can see that Joe Gomez does have 4 different play styles. He has the incisive pass, rapid block, and long throw play styles. I love the fact that he does have the block playstyle. The rapid is going to be really good, especially if you do use him as a fullback. And then the incisive pass for chance creation, man, can't complain. The long throw, I mean, it's not really that effective. He does have 3 player role pluses and then also a player role plus. You can use him as a stopper and a ball playing defender. And then if you do want to run him at the right back position, you can also use him as a fullback and then also as a false back. He can have the controlled, lengthy, and mostly lengthy acceleration types. And when it comes to chemistry styles, boys, there's probably 2 options that are going to work really well with the card. If you do want to give Joe Gomez a bit more of a balanced upgrade, I would probably go ahead and recommend the anchor chem style. With the anchor, he is going to have the lengthy acceleration type. It's going to give the card 90 pace with 83 acceleration and 95 sprint speed. With the rapid play style, should be extremely quick in game. And then it's also going to give him 87 defending and 87 physicality, a really nice upgrade right there. If you are maybe a little bit worried about his pace split and you want to get the most out of his pace, the shadow chem style is another really good option. Now with the shadow, he is going to have the mostly lengthy acceleration type. 94 pace for the card this early on in FC25 is incredible. And then it's also going to give him 89 defending, 90 interceptions, 85 defensive awareness, and 92 stay and tackle. Whichever chemistry style you end up giving the card, I do think that he is going to make an incredible defender in game. And it's honestly just going to come down to whether or not you want a little bit more pace or a little bit more physicality. If you guys do enjoy these FC25 player reviews and you want to see more of them on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like. And then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. This is a team we're going to be using in Division Rivals to test out the new Joe Gomez card. We're going to be playing him at both the center back and right back positions in the 4-4-2 formation. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and jump into game number 1 and let's see how good this card really is. Alrighty, boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using the new Joe Gomez card. Now in game number 1, we're going to be testing him out at the right back position. We want to use him as an overlapping fullback, you know, defensive cover to be on point, but also to be very good going forward. Now very early on in the game, I'm just just going to signal him to make that run, and we'll go for a cross diagonal. That's not bad. That's a pretty decent run forward. Beautiful touch as well, man. That's exactly what we need him to do. I think down that right-hand side with the rapid playstyle and with his really good pace, it is going to be very difficult to catch up to him. Now, because he does have really good reactions and composure, we are going to try to do as much manual defending with the card as possible. Right here, Joe Gomez in a more central position. That's not too bad. But he is a very swift and a very responsive defender. We'll take that. Gomez, a little bit of recovery speed right here. Nice. Very consistent in the tackle. Almost gets the interception. Gomez, touch, ball roll. I could go down the byline. Yeah, let's do that. Rapid play style. Joe Gomez cuts it back. The pass maybe could have been a little bit better, but again, very difficult to get him off of the ball. Gomez again, making that run forward, man. Has been an attacking threat so far. Ball roll. Simple pass into Mudryk. Mudryk near post. And again, it's a bit of a scrappy goal, boys, but we'll take it. Gomez, that's so good. Even though he doesn't have the anticipate playstyle, he has been quite consistent in the tackle. All right, boys, I'm going to try to get Gomez in behind again. I don't know if Aina has really good, like, long-range passing, but we're going to give it a try. Cross diagonal into Gomez. Aerially, he should be quite good, and he does win the header. We'll take that. Gomez again. Touch. Gets away from him. We'll go for a shot. Oh, in off of the post, boys. That's actually not half bad. It kind of caught me by surprise because he does only have 32 shooting, but we'll take it, man. That's actually a really good finish. Game number 2, ladies and gentlemen, and so far so good. We are coming up against Morata Pedro Goncalves. I think he has a few of the season rewards players as well. All right, boys, let's see if we can maybe try to get a few more bodies up the pitch. We're quite defensive at the moment. Gomez is making that run. Totti Gomez with the over-the-top through ball. Oh, boys, that's actually not bad, man. It's a decent touch. We do get a free kick from that. Now, we do need to get that goal back, so hopefully we can get it right here. Gomez, touch, all the way. I'm going to take another touch, a little R3 touch right there. 32 shooting again. Makes no sense, man, but a lot of power behind his runs. Very difficult to catch up to him. Very difficult to get him off of the ball. And I love the versatility this early on in FC 25. I think it's really important. We need a little bit of recovery speed right here up against Goncalves, a very tricky player. That's a nice tackle. And even though he doesn't have the greatest of stamina, I think that he can easily last a full 90. And he gets back into position very quickly. Another really good tackle. Tracking back. This time he is going to run it down the line. Gomez, that's good, man. Even if he does get turned, man, with the pace, I mean, he can get back into position with ease. Havertz, Gomez is going to step right there. Does get the interception. That's nice. And again, that's perfect, boys. Very responsive again. Mudryk, I might just run in a straight line. I feel like he's not going to expect it. Cut it back. That's a lovely play, man. And it all comes from a Gomez interception. Incisive pass play style down the line. Very accurate pass right there. Madueke. I like the incisive pass play style, man, because as you guys know, passing is a little bit more heavy this year. So it's nice that he has an extra play style just to add a little bit more. Gomez again. All the way. Ball roll. Trivela, bit of a tight angle, should have gone for a cutback, but Mateus Cunha, man, what a fantastic finish that is. All right, boys, here we are jumping into our final game using Joe Gomez. Now, in our final game, we're going to be testing him out as a center back in the 4-4-2 formation. Because the technical side to his game is not half bad, we are going to be using him as a ball-playing defender, just to see if we can create a few chances from like a deeper position. I'm going to signal Aina to make that run. Gomez, we got a little bit of space. Let's go for a cross diagonal. We just have to time it. It might be a little bit central. It is, man, a little bit central. If my aim was a little bit better in that situation, we do get possession. Oh, Gomez, he might just try to play that through the middle. We are a little bit out of position, but we do get the interception. Nice recovery speed. Now, for you guys that don't know, this is actually a really good goal kick tactic to go ahead and incorporate. You just want to call your team short. You want to signal one of your fullbacks to make a run. And then with your center back, you play that cross diagonal. And this guy is playing a very high line, so you can get in behind with ease. That's another really accurate pass. Aina. Jackson, power shot. He does get the block. We'll try it again with Madueke this time. It's a nice finish. And that's a perfect example of how good the cross diagonals have been with him from that center back position. Now, one thing that I really haven't tested out with the card is maybe like an over-the-top through ball. He doesn't have the greatest of curve, so it might not be too accurate. 3-star weak foot as well, but it is going to get to Madueke, so we'll take that. You might try to cut it back in. Yeah, boys. I mean, manual defending is just so good, so responsive, good in the tackle again. Now, this guy has brought on Timo Werner, so that's going to be a huge positive for him. And another threat for Joe Gomez. There it is, man. Another really clean tackle. I might just run it with him. I want to maybe try to go for like a ball roll Trivela. Yeah, a lot of AI defending. Look at the dribbling right there, boys. Rapid play style as well. Ball roll Trivela. I mean, it went off of the crossbar. This guy does not have the tallest of goalkeepers, but you know, sometimes you got to test it out. Ooh, we kind of left a little bit of space right there. Gomez, look at the physicality right there to hold off the striker. That's incredible. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using the new Joe Gomez Evolution card in a few games of Division Rivals. And I will say, man, a perfect defender for the start of FC25. I was actually looking at his in-game stats and comparing him to other Premier League defenders, and he is very similar to Mickey van de Ven. Now, as you guys know, Van de Ven is currently going on the market for roughly 50,000 coins. So if you are looking for a cheaper alternative, I think that Joe Gomez, I mean, he's only going on the market for like 2,000 coins, is a fantastic option. Now, if we go ahead and dissect his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we did go ahead and give him the Anchor Chem style. And with the Anchor, he does have 83 acceleration and 95 sprint speed. With the rapid playstyle, man, I think down that right-hand side, he was incredibly quick. The recovery speed on the card is phenomenal as well. And as you guys know, this year in FC25, the recovery speed on defenders is low-key kind of crazy. And when you have someone like Joe Gomez, man, it's very difficult to get away from him. Now, the technical side to his game is actually really important. 74 passing and 77 dribbling. I think that the chance creation with the card wasn't half bad. He does have really good short pass and long pass with the incisive pass playstyle. Nothing too crazy, but as a right back, man, I think he can most definitely get the job done. As you guys know, for a defender, the two most important stats are his reactions and composure. 83 reactions and 79 composure. If you do prefer your more agile, more swift type of defenders, I do think that Gomez is most definitely going to fit your style of play. And then last but not least, boys, the 82 defending and 81 physicality. The main reason why we went ahead and gave him the Anchor Chem style was to just give him a more balanced upgrade. Very consistent in the tackle, very good at breaking up the play and advancing the ball forward. And with his 91 strength and 85 aggression, a very strong defender both on and off the ball. Overall, boys, I'm going to go ahead and give the card an 8.5 out of 10 rating. I really enjoyed using him at both the center back and right back positions. Now, as you guys know, we did already do a player review for Konate and then also Romero. And if I had to compare the three defenders, I do think that Gomez out of the three is probably the most OP. I think that he's the most balanced defender out of the three. Really good defensively, really good going forward as well. So if you are looking for a defender with a little bit of versatility that does provide that defensive cover but isn't half bad going forward either, I think that Joe Gomez is a fantastic option for the Evolution. And for completely free, to get yourself a Joe Gomez card with these kinds of stats this early on in FC25 is a huge W in my opinion. If you are looking for a really OP defender with a lot of versatility and you are on a budget, I think that this Joe Gomez Evolution card is a phenomenal option for you and I would highly recommend them. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, definitely let me know by leaving a like. Comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.